Hi, good day, dear viewers. In the previous video, we talked about visualization, manifestation, and the morning rituals that help you move closer to success. In this video, we're talking about the law of focus. Right now, as you're watching this, your attention is being stolen. And I'm not talking about by me. I'm talking about the 47 other tabs you have open, the Discord notification that just popped up, the Instagram story you're dying to check, and that YouTube short you started watching before this one. And here's the terrifying truth. While you're drowning in distractions, someone your age with your same opportunities is laser focused on one thing. And in 5 years, you won't even be in the same universe. This is about the law of focus. And by the end of this video, you'll understand why your scattered attention is the only thing standing between you and the life you actually want. Let's get into it. The painful reality. Here's what your day probably looks like. Be honest with yourself. You wake up. First thing, phone. You check Instagram, Snapchat, maybe Reddit. Before your feet touch the floor, you've already split your attention into 17 different directions. You sit down to study or work on that side project. You tell yourself, this is it. Today, I'm going to lock in. 10 minutes in, you're checking your phone just for a second. 30 minutes in, you're watching a YouTube video about something completely unrelated. An hour in, you've made zero real progress, but you feel exhausted. So you reward yourself with more scrolling. Sound familiar? Here's what nobody tells you. You're not lazy. You're not unmotivated. You're not broken. You're just fighting a battle you don't understand. And you're fighting it with the wrong weapons. And before you click away thinking this is another just focus bro video, it's not, because I'm about to show you why everything you've been told about focus is keeping you distracted. The average person switches between apps, websites, 1,200 times per day. That's once every 43 seconds during waking hours. Every time you switch, your brain doesn't just pause and resume. It bleeds. It loses momentum. It requires up to 23 minutes to return to peak focus on the original task. You're not living life. You're buffering through it. And here's the part that should terrify you. The competition you don't see. While you're doing this, there's someone else. Same age, same access to information, maybe even fewer advantages than you. But they discovered something you haven't yet. They discovered the law of focus. And here's what they're doing differently. They wake up and their phone stays in another room for the first 3 hours. Not because they're superhuman, but because they understand something about how attention actually works. When they sit down to work, they work on one thing, not 3 things, not 7 tabs, one. They're not smarter than you. They're not more talented. They just learned that in a world of infinite distractions, focus isn't just an advantage. It's a superpower. And while you've completed 15% of 7 different projects, they've completed 100% of one, and then another, and then another. In 1 year, you'll look at where they are and think they got lucky. In 3 years, you'll think they had connections. In 5 years, you won't even be able to see them anymore. They'll be operating at a level that seems impossible to you. Not because they're better, but because they focused. Now, let me ask you something. And I want you to actually answer this in your head. What's the one thing that if you focused on it completely for the next 90 days would change everything for you? Got it? Good. Because most people can't even answer that question. And that's the first problem. The law defined. So what is the law of focus? It's simple. Brutally simple. Your life moves in the direction of your attention. Where your focus goes, energy flows and results show. Not complicated, but here's why most people never experience its power. They think focus means trying really hard to concentrate. It doesn't. Focus is about selection. It's about choosing one target and becoming ruthless about eliminating everything else. Think about the sun. Warm, bright, life-giving, but spread out, diffused across the sky, it won't burn anything. Take that same sunlight, focus it through a magnifying glass into a single point, and suddenly you can start a fire. Same energy, different focus. Your attention is solar energy, spread across 47 different goals, apps, and distractions. You'll feel warm, but accomplish nothing. Focused into a laser beam on one target, you become unstoppable. The law of focus isn't about doing more, it's about doing less but better. It's about sacrificing the trivial many for the vital few. And here's the uncomfortable part most motivational videos won't tell you. This means saying no a lot to people you like, to opportunities that seem good, to things that are fun, because every yes to something is a no to your main focus. Now that you understand what the law of focus is, let me show you how to actually use it, because knowledge without application is just entertainment. The confrontation, the 5 focus destroyers. Before you can master focus, you need to understand your enemies, and you have 5 major ones. Let me introduce you to the 5 silent assassins, murdering your potential every single day. Destroyer number 1. The myth of multitasking. You think you're good at multitasking? You're not. Nobody is. When you multitask, your brain is actually task switching, and every switch costs you. Studies from Stanford University found that heavy multitaskers are worse at organizing information, worse at switching between tasks, and worse at filtering out irrelevant information than people who focus on one thing. Let me say that again. The more you multitask, the worse you become at everything, including multitasking. Destroyer number 2. The notification trap. Every ping, buzz, and banner notification is a focus assassin. Research shows that even if you don't check your phone, just having it visible reduces your cognitive capacity by 20%. Just having it near you makes you dumber. Your phone isn't a tool anymore. It's a slot machine in your pocket, engineered by the smartest behavioral psychologists in the world to destroy your attention span. And it's winning. Destroyer number 3, the optionality curse. You have too many options, too many opportunities, too many good ideas. And you think that's a blessing. It's not. It's a curse. Every option requires attention. Maybe I should do this. Splits your focus. The paradox. The more options you pursue simultaneously, the less progress you make on any of them. You're not building 7 different businesses or learning 7 different skills. You're failing at all of them in slow motion. Destroyer number 4, the urgency illusion. Not everything urgent is important. Most things that feel urgent are completely irrelevant to your actual goals. Your brain can't tell the difference between a genuine emergency and a Discord message. Both trigger the same stress response. So you spend your day responding to other people's urgencies while your own priorities die of neglect. Destroyer number 5, the comfort zone drift. This is the sneaky one. When focus gets hard, your brain offers you an escape. Easy dopamine. You've been working for 20 minutes. You deserve a break. Just check YouTube Shorts for a second. That second becomes 40 minutes. And your focus destroyed. Your brain is literally bribing you to stay comfortable, to stay distracted, to stay exactly where you are. Direct challenge. Which of these 5 is killing you right now? Be honest, because you can't defeat an enemy you won't acknowledge. The 3 pillars of laser focus. Now that you know what's destroying your focus, let me give you the framework to take it back. The law of focus operates on 3 pillars. Master these and you'll have a superpower in a distracted world. Pillar 1, singular priority. Listen carefully. You cannot have 7 priorities. That's not how priorities work. Priority came into English language in the 1400s. It was singular, the priority, one thing. It wasn't until the 1900s that we pluralized it, and we've been confused ever since. Here's your first assignment. Choose one main priority for the next 90 days. Not 3, not 5, 1. One business, one skill, one project, one transformation. Everything else, secondary or eliminated. I know what you're thinking, but I have school, work, responsibilities. Those aren't priorities. Those are maintenance. I'm talking about your one offensive move. The one thing that will change your trajectory. If you're trying to build a YouTube channel, earn coding, start a business, get in shape, and master a new language all at once, you're doing none of them. Pick one for 90 days, then you can pick the next one. And yeah, this means you'll miss out on some opportunities. Good. Missing out on good opportunities for your great opportunity is called strategy. Pillar 2. Environmental architecture. Your willpower is garbage. Stop relying on it. The most successful people don't have more discipline. They engineer environments where focus is the path of least resistance. Here's how. Physical environment. Phone in another room. Or at minimum, in a drawer, face down, silent one browser tab. Or better yet, apps that block everything else. Headphones on. Even if no music is playing, signals do not disturb to others. Clean workspace with only what you need for your one task. Digital environment. Delete social media apps from your phone you can still access via browser if needed, but add that friction. Use website blockers during focus sessions. Turn off all notifications except calls from critical contacts. Separate browser profiles, one for focus, one for leisure. Temporal environment. Focus time blocked in calendar like an important meeting, because it is same time every day if possible. Creates neural pathways. Phone on airplane mode during deep work. No meetings or calls during your peak cognitive hours. You're not trying to be disciplined. You're trying to make distraction inconvenient and focus automatic. Pillar 3. The focus ritual. Top performers don't just start working, they have a ritual that signals to their brain. It's time to lock in. Your ritual might look like before focus, same location, same drink, coffee, water, tea, same playlist or silent 2-minute breathing exercise. Review your one goal for this session. Set a timer. Try 90 minutes. During focus, no checking anything, no quick breaks to scroll. If you think of something, write it down and return to task. Physical discomfort? Sit with it for 2 minutes before adjusting. Boredom? That's your brain trying to escape. Push through. After focus. 5-minute walk or stretch. Note what you accomplished. Celebrate the session. Dopamine reward for focus, not distraction. Do this enough times and your brain learns. When I do these things, I enter focus mode. It becomes automatic. Now, here's what nobody tells you about this pillar. The first 15 times you do this, it will feel forced and awkward. Do it anyway. By session 30, it will feel natural. By session 60, you won't be able to work without it. The resolution. The focus killers you must eliminate. We've covered what to do. Now let's talk about what you must stop doing. Because addition without subtraction is just clutter. Eliminate number 1. Friends who don't respect your time. This will hurt, but you need to hear it. Some of your friends are focus vampires. They don't have goals, so they don't respect yours. Come hang out, bro. Don't be boring. You're always busy now. You think you're better than us? 1 hour won't hurt. Here's the truth. 1 hour every day for 90 days is 90 hours. That's more than 2 work weeks. That's the difference between finishing and failing. You don't need to cut these people off completely, but you need to protect your focus windows with violence. Real friends support your growth. If they don't, they're not friends. They're comfortable company. Eliminate number 2, perfectionism disguised as standards. Perfectionism is procrastination in a fancy outfit. I'll start when I have the perfect setup. I need to learn more before I begin. This isn't good enough yet. No, start messy. Start imperfect. Start now. Focus is about momentum, and perfectionism kills momentum before it begins. Eliminate number 3, content consumption without application. You're watching this video, that's good. But if you watch 50 more videos about focus and never actually apply the law of focus, you've wasted your time. Stop collecting information, start executing. Eliminate number 4, the I'll start Monday mentality. Monday isn't special. Next month isn't magical. January. First won't make you a different person. Start today. Start now. Start with one focus session this afternoon. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is today. Eliminate number 5, comparison while you're in your building phase. This is the silent killer. You're 30 days into your focus journey. You look at someone 3 years ahead and feel like you're failing. Stop. You're comparing your behind the scenes to their highlight reel. You're comparing your chapter 1 to their chapter 20. Keep your eyes on your path. Focus on your one priority. Their success doesn't diminish yours. Their timeline isn't your timeline. The final truth. Let me tell you something that might change how you see everything. 5 years from now, you will arrive. The question is where. You will become someone. The question is who. You will look back at today. The question is, will you be proud or full of regret? The law of focus isn't about achieving some external milestone. It's about becoming the kind of person who can achieve anything. Because here's the secret they don't tell you. The person who can focus on one thing for 90 days can build a business. The person who can focus on one thing for 90 days can master a skill. The person who can focus on one thing for 90 days can transform their body, their mind, their entire life. Focus isn't a tool, it's an identity. And right now, you have a choice. You can close this video and go right back to your 47 tabs, your scattered attention, your slow drift toward mediocrity, or you can decide that today is the day you stop living like everyone else. Today is the day you choose one thing. Today is the day you become dangerous. Because let me be clear about something. Your competition is watching Netflix right now. They're scrolling TikTok. They're jumping between 7 different priorities. And you're about to become unfair competition. Not because you're smarter, not because you're more talented, but because you discovered what they'll spend the next decade ignoring. In a world of distraction, focus is the ultimate competitive advantage. The law of focus. Where your attention goes, energy flows and results show. Now go build something great. And hey, if this video gave you value, do me a favor. Like it, share it with someone who needs to hear this, and drop a comment with your 190-day priority. Not for me, for you, because public commitment is the first step toward private victory. I'll see you in the next video, and thanks for watching.